Sandballing in that. Set a bartender, land her some shots, cause I'ma get loose tonight. She's on fire, she's so hot, I'm no lie. She burned at the spot, look like Mariah. I take another shot, hold her, drop it like it's hot. Dirty talk, dirty dance. She a freaky girl, and I'm a freaky man. She on the rebound, broke up with her ex, and I'm like Rodman, ready on deck.
And now, our feature presentation. And coming up this hour.
Immigration link.
And I repeat.
Immigration link.
Right now.
To do a live show, and he's telling me to press buttons. I don't even know what I just did.
You didn't see the live.
No, you know what? I don't see anything live. I don't know. Squeeze. SMG's screwing me up over here.
I'm making this a lot harder.
I'm making it a lot harder than it is. Squeeze. No, but now you're watching. Now I'm watching. I can't have. What are you doing, SMG?
Can you just wait?
Oh my God.
Brad. It's done. Just wait.
I have no patience. You're right.
You can go back to the phone lines.
No patience. None whatsoever. So this is the immigration link. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live on Law Offices of Spar Bernstein. We're live on David Squeeze Annakie. Hello, David. He's a little burnt down there. The man hasn't slept in 36 hours.
He didn't sleep on the plane?
He did not sleep on the plane. But we are answering immigration questions. 1-800-529-5465. So basically, I'm looking at Periscope right now, but nobody has said anything. Is that correct?
This is what it should look like.
That's what it should look like.
So you're going to want to click it again?
Click what
live.
again?
Where it says live on the bottom.
Click live where?
Yep, just click that.
This?
Yep, it's a video link.
Yeah, but now I'm going to be watching my own video. I don't want to watch my own video.
You're not.
Okay. 1-800-529-5465. That is the number to call. I am apparently, can't speak English. I also am apparently not technologically proficient at any of this stuff. So my apologies for, by the way, how come I'm not seeing myself on Facebook either? Oh, because you have to unpin it. Oh, yeah.
I'll repin, don't worry
There
about
we go. There we go. Now we're good. All right, Squeeze, you there? We're having all sorts of problems over here now in the snow. We got snow on the brain.
Snow on the brain.
Snow on the brain. Why are you so low?
Because
you know what
I was not up on the microphone.
All right, there we go. Do you know what I have in front of me right now? Do you see this? No. Bananas. You want to know why I got bananas in front of me, Squeeze?
Why?
There was a banana thief. So I had to make sure that the bananas are in front of me now. Somebody came to my office. Client was very happy, brought me a fruit basket. I left it right outside my door. So right before the show started, I went to go get some fruit. All gone. Except 2 bananas. That's all that's left. So who's taking all my fruit?
Normally
Then all of a sudden, little Nikki comes in. Little cute Nikki. You know little cute Nikki?
I know little Nikki.
Yeah, she's a little cute Nikki, right? Comes in eating a banana. So I said, where'd you get this banana from, Nikki? She goes, I don't know. I saw it outside. I just took it. She goes, everybody seems to be walking by and taking fruit. It was left outside.
If you have fruit baskets in an office, it means it's public domain.
It's public domain, Squeeze says. So, you know what? There was 2 bananas left. And, by the way, I had to chase Alan down the hall, who had the 2 bananas in his hand. I said, give me back those bananas, Alan. And now I got them right here. This is my lunch right after. I said, I can't even leave the bananas in the hallway. Swipe them.
Why would you want to leave the bananas in the hallway?
Because it was on a cabinet in the hallway, right? I don't need a big fruit basket in the studio here. So I left it right out in the hallway, and everyone just started taking them.
Wouldn't you have if you were an employee?
No, I would not take bananas unless they belonged to me. But apparently, little Nikki, did somebody advise you that you could take the bananas, or you were just walking by and just saw a banana and said, I'm taking it?
It's hard to miss that giant fruit basket.
It's hard to, little Nikki says, it's hard to miss the giant fruit. You got to talk into a microphone, little Nikki. It's hard to miss a giant fruit basket, and she's just like, there's a banana there, I'm taking it. So, that's what's going on here at Spar and Bernstein, Squeeze.
Public domain.
How's the weather down there in Jamaica? Make me jealous. Give me a weather report from Jamaica, where you are.
82 degrees.
Uh-huh.
Light wind.
Yes.
Beautiful skies.
And
It's just wonderful.
and by the way, they're saying it's really bad feedback. What's the bad feedback we're getting? SMG.
That's your side, not mine.
My
I'll
side.
look into it. One
Can you look
second.
into it, please? I don't know what the problem is here. We'll get to the bottom of it, though.
I have zero feedback here.
You don't have any. I don't have any feedback, but certainly Marmar Murray is telling us bad feedback.
Maybe his device.
Maybe, or maybe it's bad feedback. All right, so we're going to be answering immigration questions now, Squeeze. Now that we have wasted 15 minutes about bananas and feedback.
There's an echo.
There is an echo. There is an echo.
Huge echo.
A huge echo. That's not from my side. I can tell you that. It's not from my side. Why would it be from my side? It's Squeeze coming back. Maybe
No,
what?
it's not. No, I can look at the meters. You can see the meter when it's coming back.
No, maybe you have a microphone.
Yeah, actually, some of the people viewing saying that they don't have a feedback too, so it might just be Marmar's
That's what I'm
then.
trying to tell you.
Oh, it's better now.
I know my people are
Yeah,
saying
it's
I
better
gotta let
now.
them Here.
Yeah.
Better now. I lowered the feed into the social media because I'm not as technologically idiotic as I appear.
Don't worry. It's the same way
just
you didn't
hustling.
fade me up earlier.
The way I fade you up. All right. 1-800-529-5465. Everybody's a little off today.
Yeah. Refresh
What?
that page and it should come up. 'cause
Why
now
is
it's
everybody
red.
so off today? It's not like a regular, rah, let's go get them. Spar and Bernstein Link Up Media USA
If you got
Immigration
12
Link
inches,
show.
Wouldn't you be off too?
What? No.
You got 12 inches of snow.
No. I'm okay. Just seems like everybody else is off. Or is it my imagination?
Where did you stay last night?
I stayed at a hotel in New York City because I did not
Okay,
want
so
to.
you did not go home.
I did not go home last night.
There you go.
Yeah.
Most people have to go home.
Yes. Squeeze is way low.
No, it's fixed now.
Now it's fixed.
Yeah.
Now squeeze should be better. All right.
Give
All
it
right.
A few seconds. There's a delay.
Yeah. 1-800-529. You know what? Let's just do immigration questions because this is so far
The most boring show that we've ever done.
uninspiring. All right. Let's go to Natalie. Natalie.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How
Good
are
afternoon.
you? What's happening?
Yes, I'm calling about my immigration. I went to to do the test, the interview.
Yeah.
But they told me that I have a record in Jamaica.
Right. Did you disclose this record when you got your green card?
No.
So then they discovered it after the fact, and now you're doing your citizenship.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Say no more. Do no more. Hold on. Come see me. Because they may even claim that you're not even a green card holder. So because you didn't disclose an arrest in Jamaica when you got your green card. So hold on 1 second, all right? All right, you're going to need help. Hold on. Don't say any more. Lips closed now, and just make an appointment. Hold on. All right.
1-800-529-5465. You are in tune to the USA Immigration Link, Brad Bernstein and Squeeze. Let's go to another call.
Yes? Oh, I thought you had more to say. Jow.
Yes, hi, how are you today, Brad? Love your show.
Thank you. What's up?
I have a question. I have a friend that's been in this country from Brazil for about 9 years now. She's here illegally. She has a Connecticut driver's license. She's worked. When she was coming here, she did get caught in the United States, spent 3 months in prison, and then got sent back home, and then came back again and made it. Is there any chance that she can get a green card? My biggest problem is she doesn't have a Social Security card. When she works for people and people just take advantage, she doesn't get paid for what she's worth. She's working in a restaurant. She's making like $10 an hour, and my heart goes out to her. I mean, she works hard, but I constantly feel that people take advantage of her.
Well, yeah, and by the way, she can't get a Social Security number unless she becomes legal to work. So
Right.
and then people say, well, how come they're not paying taxes? Well, they don't have a Social Security number to pay taxes.
Well, that's
so
the other
so,
thing.
so it's like she
Apply-
wants to pay taxes, but she can't So
Well,
it's I guess what came first, the chicken or the egg type of situation.
right.
But
Not
yeah, I don't have an
not
answer. I'll let you talk in a second, but I will just say I don't have an answer for her in terms of there's no law that says, okay, you got stopped at the border, you got held in prison for 3 years, you got deported, you re-entered the United States after a prior deportation or summary exclusion, and now you're back here. What do I do? There's no simple law that says, oh yes, fill out the form 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and you'll be fine. It's not that simple.
Okay.
So I think I don't know what I can do for her until I meet with her. I review her records. We speak with her, and then hopefully, through the conversation of talking back and forth, and I get a better idea of what's going on, and also in conjunction with reviewing what happened, when she did get stopped and she did get sent home. Maybe we can develop a plan to put her in a better position.
Okay. My second question, she
Yes.
does want to fill out the thing for individual tax ID. Is that a good idea or not? I kind of told her not to because I wasn't sure about it. I said, let's find out about it.
Filing taxes doesn't hurt her in any way, shape, or form. If she wants to pay a tax return, that's fine. All right. So
Okay,
hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay. Once again, folks, this is the USA Immigration Link brought to you by the law offices of Spar Bernstein. Check it out each and every single weekday. Tuesdays, what's with me and this Tuesday? 9 a.m. and 12 noon. What is it with me and this Tuesday?
1 second. Petronia Bunati is making a very blanket statement here right now. We never return anybody's call. What a shame. I don't know. I have a telephone bill that says we call about 300 people a day.
And then Christopher said, call again right underneath.
Yeah, I don't understand. It's possible we did return your call and you didn't answer. It's possible there's no voicemail. It's also possible we didn't return your particular call, but I would tell you 99.999% of the time our telephone calls are being returned. So what I would suggest, Petronia, is we are here in the office right now. So instead of being upset saying I'm sitting on my hands and waiting for somebody to call, what I would suggest is we're here till 6 o'clock. You can pick up the telephone right now and speak to, we have about half our staff is in the office here, even on a blizzard. So call. Squeeze. That's my customer service.
1-800-529-5465. Let's go back to the phone lines.
All right. Rolly.
Hi.
How are
Good
you?
afternoon, gentlemen. Yes, you guys do a return call. I'm
Thank
calling
you.
about an immigration matter right now.
All right.
But I had a criminal matter. I called. I was promised a return call, and I did get back a call. I was told if I wasn't arrested, and yet there's nothing that could be done. So
Right.
I'm
Thank
a
you.
witness to that.
Thank you very much. So one
You're
person in this world did get returned a call. At least one person we know. All right. So what's going on? What are you here for today?
I had a cousin coming in the country last week, and they turned him back, canceled. He has a 10-year visa coming in from Guyana. They went through his phone, and I said, hey, I got a big walk for you when you come. And he said, okay. They heard that and said that he's coming to work. And also they said his length of stay was too long. I booked him for 4 months, thinking they usually give you 6 months. This is a cousin of mine.
Right.
So I was wondering if there's anything that could be done.
Well, if he was truly coming to work, they were right in stopping him. If he wasn't coming to work and they sent him home and they made an error, we got to fight it out at the U.S. Embassy because he's back in Guyana already.
Right. He was not coming to work. I mean, you tell somebody, you got to walk to them. It could be anything. Could be I need him to help me with something. We use the term loosely.
Right. All right.
But
So
is it legal for them to go through his phone?
yes, because until you get admitted into the United States of America, and they stamp your passport, and you go through both immigration and customs, you are not under the law. Even though you're physically on the land of the United States of America, you are not physically admitted into the United States of America, and therefore your constitutional rights do not apply. You don't have rights to a lawyer until you're admitted. You don't have rights to illegal search and seizure. So they can do basically whatever they want. That's why you find people You see sometimes on these like news magazine shows, somebody was coming in from Colombia, and all of a sudden they sit in jail for 3 days because and they do like some sort of internal. I just saw this like a month ago, and they do some sort of internal examination to see if they stuck drugs up crevices and everything. And at first, people have no rights. They could either just say send me on a plane home, or I'm going to sit in jail and do your crevice examination. So I mean, unfortunately, that's what it is.
All right. So you'll be able to help me with that?
Yeah. Hold on one second. All right. And I'm not, it's just the point is, and that was an extreme point and maybe a gross point, but the point is that you don't have rights till you come to America, and you're not in America until you get admitted. All right.
Okay.
That's and by the way, that was Squeeze going, Thank you very much for adding to the show there. Camille.
You're welcome.
Hello. Good morning.
Camille,
Afternoon,
what's
rather.
up? Yeah, what's up?
Okay, so I found my I-485 in 2015, and they sent back like about 3 months after, saying that I'm supposed to send to them a request of evidence for my birth certificate.
Right.
I took like about 3 months to get it back to them because they say they're going to put it on hold until they get it. Anyhow, they got it they got it and everything. But since 16, they say it was still pending. 2016, it was still pending up until late last year. I think it's August, September. They told me that it's still pending and they're doing a background check. I call them back again. They say 15 days. Within 15 days, they're gonna call me back. Up until now, no interview, no nothing.
Did you get a work permit?
Yes, I did. Get a work permit.
All right. So this is the deal. Your case is at the back of the line when you go to file your adjustment application. Your case is at the back of the line and doesn't even get off the back of the line until you return whatever documents are missing. So the day you return the documents, which was probably sometime in the fall, that is when your case started to move off the back of the line. It's as if you first originally filed your application in the fall. So that is why you feel you've been waiting a very long time, but the way immigration works is you haven't. You've only been waiting a few months for an interview because you only completed your application a few months ago.
2015? It was 2015, February.
February 2015. You filed or you sent back your birth certificate?
I sent it back in 3 months. It took me 3 months, so it's like about February, March, April. I think about April thereabout. I sent it back to them.
So April of 2015, you submitted back your birth certificate, and you haven't heard anything in 2 years. Come see me. Okay. Come see me. All right. And this is why attorneys should be handling it from the beginning. But come see me, and we'll see what we can do to speed this up. 2 years is obviously way too long. Hold on one second. All right.
1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465.
All right. Thank you. Suzette.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
Hi,
Yes,
Brad.
I'm not calling you sir. Ma'am, I apologize. I don't know why I just said sir. Yes.
That's all right.
I was thinking of Squeeze, and then I went to you. I'm sorry. Okay. What's up?
Okay. I want to know, my mom is a green card holder. If she filed for her husband, he's in Jamaica, how long will it take for him to get here?
Less than a year. If your husband's filing for his mom, it should take less than a year if he's a citizen. Your husband is filing for his mother. It should take less than a year.
No. My mom is filing for her husband, and she's a green card holder.
Then it will take 2 years. Then it will take about 2 years.
Okay. My brother is 23. If she files for him, how long would that take?
About 7 to 9 years, assuming he's single.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
That don't make no sense.
Well, no. I'm going to tell you what doesn't make sense. What doesn't make sense is doing nothing, and then in 6-7 years from now, your brother's crying, how come I can't come to America? And then you call me back, because I've seen this all the time, And I said, well, if you had you listened to me 6-7 years ago, he'd be here. So do it and put it away.
But in that case, you would just pay the
Filing fee and
filing money, because it wouldn't go to the embassy. It wouldn't go to
National Visa Center.
the second process,
Correct,
right?
correct,
It wouldn't go to the visa center.
Right, just pay the filing fee for the I-130 and put it away.
Oh, okay.
Right.
And if he gets a visa between that time, he could always travel, right?
Yes, but if you file for him, he will not get a visa because they're going to say you're coming here to live. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So once you have an I-130, and they're not going to give you a visitor's visa, unlikely.
Oh, so if my mom is start the filing for her husband, he can't travel because he has a visa. He can't travel?
Well, he has a visitor's visa if he's coming to visit and then returns home. What I'm saying is, if you're going to file an I-130 visa petition and then at some point in the future go to the U.S. Embassy and say, I'd like a visitor's visa, it's unlikely they will give you a visitor's visa.
Okay, another question.
Wow, you got a lot. Okay, I was about to. How many questions do you have, just so I can prepare myself?
This is the
last one? Okay, fine.
I have an uncle. He's been here for a long time, but I'm just concerned. He gotten himself in quite a few problem, but he's a citizen. He got his citizenship last year.
As far as
is he okay to travel,
yes,
even though he's a citizen?
Absolutely. As far as immigration's concerned, he's fine.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Brad.
All right.
She squeezed those in.
Yes. Javelle Franklin, where is Squeeze? Squeeze is in a tropical paradise. Brad and SMG are in
the tundra.
The frozen tundra. That's where everybody is. 1-800-529-54. I know what it is. We cannot have Squeeze come and do this show, and he hasn't slept in 2 days. His energy level. You need some sleep, Squeeze, I think, maybe.
No, I just don't have my usual bio life.
Yeah, he seems like
a little sleep might help
a
too.
A little sleep could help. A little bio life could help, and maybe he's a little upset. It could be.
A little Red Bull could help.
No, maybe he's a little upset because his credit rating went down a little bit, and he needs to call 1-800 credit. What's the telephone number, Squeeze?
USA Credit Repair.com.
Yes, because page 21.
1-800.
Yes.
1-800.
Yeah,
USA 7177.
You 1-800. I gotta remember. I gotta remember this. 1-800 USA 70. What is it?
USA 7177.
1-800. It would be great if somebody here can actually leave the sponsor's telephone number here, so I could remember the telephone number. 1-800 USA 7171.
7177.
Do not call 7171 because you're not going to get. Okay. 1-800 USA 7177. And maybe, Squeeze, if you would call that number, you'd get your credit rating up. You wouldn't be so upset.
Yeah.
No?
It's just one inquiry that got on it recently.
All right. So that's.
I can get that off in no time.
You can, yes. And by the way, that's our sponsor,
45 days.
And by the way, that's our sponsor, ladies and gentlemen. USA Credit Repair. So here for you today, there for you tomorrow. 1-800 USA 7177. So if you do have low credit rating and you're upset like Squeeze, you can call and get your credit rating up, right? It's a free call, right?
Free call.
Yeah. So I mean, if you have your credit is a little low, why wouldn't you call to see how they can help you? It's absolutely free to call.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Right? Why? I mean, if you're like, you know what, I went to go buy a car, and they said, no, sorry, I can't buy the car. You know what? I really want to get that mortgage to buy that house because, property is in, property prices are going down. I really want to get that mortgage, but you know what? Mortgage company won't give me because they said my credit rating's low. Why wouldn't you call for free to find out if USA Credit can help you?
There you go. And true story, a lady called me last night when I was getting on the plane, okay? And she said, I tried to open up a bank account, and they ran my credit and told me no. It was too low.
I never heard that.
So I'm calling you.
Yeah, I never heard that.
I said, don't worry, I got you. Yeah. And I already started the process.
All right. So, and what's that telephone number one last time?
1-800 USA 7177. That's 1-800 USA 7177 to call USA Credit Repair.
You must have just called because you've perked up since we mentioned that. No?
There you go.
He must have made that telephone call. He seems to be happier now. All right, so that is
Page 21.
Page 21 of
When
the
it's
contract.
not done, I get upset.
Yes, Sharon. We're back to immigration. Sharon.
Hello.
How are you?
Hi, I'm good. Good afternoon. I'm calling Mr. Bernstein on the behalf of a friend of mine.
Yeah, go ahead.
She is originally Jamaican, and she was adopted, went to Canada. She left Canada when she was about 17, came to the U.S. For years, she has been living here, and then she went back to Canada after 9/11. However, her major problem is she has a son that was born here in the U.S. But she was here going to school, but she had a passport. She was in the passport, her passport, and she had an ID, but it was
I'm lost. She was in America. She was adopted. She went to Canada. She went back to Jamaica, and now she's trying to come back with somebody else's name.
She originally from Jamaica. She was adopted to Canada. Then she left Canada and she came to the U.S. and was living in the U.S. for many years. She has a child in the U.S. But while she was here, she never committed any crime and go to jail or anything. But she got a passport by someone on some ID that she was able to get social and went to school.
Let me stop you right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She got a U.S. passport.
Yeah.
Guess what? That is a very, very serious crime. Making a false claim to U.S. citizenship is jail time. It's automatic deportation. It is, you are never going to get a green card for the rest of eternity. So when you say she was living here and didn't do anything wrong, let me be very, very clear about it. Making false claims to U.S. citizenship, posing as a U.S. citizen when you are not, getting false documents saying you are a U.S. citizen is as serious a crime as you could possibly do.
Okay.
So,
so the advice is don't let her son sign for her.
No, my advice is that she shouldn't be talking about committing crimes on a radio show and on Facebook, and she should come in and see me.
Oh, okay.
All right, and then because when you come and see me, I'm not helping you to continue to commit a crime. What I'm doing is saying is that you're entitled to a privileged conversation between myself and yourself, and what you tell me in that privileged room, I can't go tell other people.
Okay.
All right, so hold on one second.
Okay, once again, folks, this is the USA Immigration Link. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Let's rock and roll. Don't let a little snow get to you.
Yes.
Kevin Crown is shoveling right now, and it's not
But
T-I-H-S.
Kevin
It's
Crown,
N-O-W.
by the way, Kevin Crown could probably shovel Broadway with his pinky. Okay?
He could.
He could probably take his pinky, shovel the whole entire road, and clear the whole thing faster. Right?
Then the
snow plows, right?
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
I can tell you
All right,
something.
so is it still, well, let me just ask you this. Is it still snowing? Look out the window.
Yes, it is.
Hard?
Yes.
Man.
Yes.
Man.
Yes.
So happy.
It's snowing hard, it's snowing fast, it's snowing cold, it's snowing everything.
You know, my new bookkeeper, I think she planned her getaway from yesterday. She started telling me 2 days ago that she wasn't feeling too well. And today she said, I'm not feeling well at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, no one's feeling well. It's snowing.
Let me tell you something. She had what's called a 24-hour flu before she even got sick, right? She's like, I'm planning a 24-hour flu tomorrow. Yep. All right. Donald, how are you?
Donald, what's up?
Donald.
Hey, what's up, guys? How are you doing?
What's up?
There you go. Wake up, man. Where you at, Donald? What are you doing? You shoveling the snow today?
No, I haven't. I'm still in bed.
Okay. Shovel a question to Brad.
All right. My question is, I have a family member that got married to a U.S. citizen, right? And after they were married about 3 months, she passed away. He had not yet started the filing for his citizenship, and he was just wondering what would the next step be, because he overstayed on his Jamaican visa.
Well, he can't become a citizen because he doesn't have a green card yet. So the step would be to file a widow petition. That has to be done within 2 years from the death of the spouse. And what you have to be able to prove is that it was a real bona fide marriage and but for the spouse passing away, I would have gotten a green card. But it has to be filed and done within 2 years of the death.
Okay.
All right. So you can hold on, and we can give you more information off the air. Hold on 1 second.
All right. Once again, folks, rock and rolling. That's what we do here. My name is David Annakie, and of course, I want for each and everybody out there to understand that we're right smack in the middle of what we call the USA Immigration Link. And if my Facebook page dies because my battery died, all right? But let's get to another call right now. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. I'm in my little studio right here.
You're in your little paradise over there.
Yes, I am.
Right? Yvette.
Hello.
How are you?
Hi, I'm okay. How are you doing?
Good.
Okay. I am calling on behalf of my grandmother. She left the state. She's a green card holder. She left the state on December the 20th, 2016. However, she is still in Jamaica because her husband is ill. A few years ago, she had stayed over 6 months or 7 months in Jamaica, and her green card was almost taken from her. What can she do about staying because her husband is ill?
How long has she been out of the country now?
It's been 2 months because she has been out from the 20th of December last year.
Can she travel back to the U.S. for a week and leave her husband, or that's not a possibility?
That may be a possibility.
All right, because what I would suggest she does is travel back at least for a week. And when she is here, apply for a re-entry permit. But you have to apply for it here and say, I don't want to give up my green card, but I'm going to be out of the country for more than 6 months because my husband's ill. And then they're going to give you a re-entry permit to stay out of the country for up to 3 years. And then she doesn't have to worry anymore.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you.
All right. So hold on if you need help. Hold on. And Squeeze, by the way, we have lots of people watching us on Facebook, so we're going to come to your questions right now on social media. We have lots of people watching us on Periscope. We're going to come to your questions right now on social media. We have lots of people watching us on YouTube. We're going to come to your questions on social media. So that means right now, everybody who's watching on social media, including Law Offices Spar Bernstein on Facebook, David Squeeze Annakie on Facebook, YouTube Law Offices Spar Bernstein on Periscope and Twitter. All of you, now's the time to share with your friends and family. Let them know that we're going to be coming to you right now live and answering your questions live on social media, your immigration issues, your immigration questions, your immigration problems. Please share with your friends. Please share with your family. And please remember to follow us and subscribe to us so then when we come back live, you know exactly when we're going to be live because you're going to get a notification. Hey, Brad and Squeeze are live. SMG is live. Little Nikki is live. So you're going to want to know that, I assume. So you got to subscribe and follow. And the telephone number for Spar and Bernstein is 1-800-529-5465. It's the same number to call to get on the radio as it is to call and make an appointment. 1-800-529-5465. SMG Squeeze, who wants the honors?
Can I say something?
Yes.
I know what my problem is.
Oh, what?
Some genius last night told me that they were staying in the city and that we should do the show live at 6 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
So some other genius decided that they weren't going to sleep.
Right.
And just do the show at 6.
Right.
And the other genius that suggested it went to sleep and laughed in his dreams.
No.
At the other genius who decided not to sleep.
Okay. So, all right. So, you know what's so funny with this guy, Squeeze, is he's mad at you all day and then doesn't tell you, and then all of a sudden he lashes out.
You guys are so petty.
Right?
Pettiness.
So last night, let me just set the record clear here, okay? Last night, I told Squeeze, I said, I'm going to be sleeping in the city. I'll get up at 5 in the morning. What's the difference? And I'll come and I'll do a radio show with you from 6 to 7. So Squeeze says, okay, great. I'm flying, to Jamaica. I get in about 4 in the morning. I just won't go to sleep, and I'll go to the studio and we'll do a show live at 6. It'll be cool. It'll be fun.
Thank you.
So I said, yes, I agree. And then some genius never ever checks his phone ever again. Right? Is that true, SMG? Is there a genius who never checks his phone? And
rare. He does check it, but rare.
Really? Okay. So I sent him about an hour and a half later, I sent him a message saying, I'm not going to make the 6 o'clock because I had no clothes in the city. So I had to drive back to Long Island, pack my stuff, and I drove back to New York. So I didn't get to my hotel. I checked into the hotel about 1:30 in the morning.
Oh, wow.
So I knew I was going to be checking in late. So by the time I went to bed, it was 2 in the morning. So around 7, 8 o'clock, when I realized all of this, I sent him a text message. Won't be there for 6, but I will be there for 9. But he doesn't check it. So if he doesn't check it, who's the genius and who's not the genius?
You just said, and let the
right?
How would we say in court? Let the what would you say in
Let
court?
the record show.
Let what?
Let the record show.
that the genius said that around 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Brad, you did
when the show should have started at 6 a.m.
Okay, but the genius was 7 p.m. last night, 13 at night, 11 hours before the show was to start. I didn't text you at 7 saying I'm not making 6. I texted you last night when I realized I was going to have to drive back and forth. Maybe if you got some
texted
sleep.
me while I was on the plane.
Maybe if you got some sleep, you would figure it out.
All right.
Let's get to these questions.
By the way, Antoinette has the best line of the day. Brad and Squeeze have way too much time on their hands.
She's probably right.
Probably right.
All right, let's go. Let's rock out. Yeah. Let's knock out some questions. I got quite a few. So SMG, I'll let you go first. Let's do 2-2.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. So we have Kamoy here who says, good morning, guys. When you're applying for your citizenship, do I need to mail the money order application and tax papers and the passport size pics all to the USCIS?
Yes, but you don't need to submit your taxes. You can bring your taxes. Everything else, yes, but you don't need to bring your taxes. You file your tax. You don't need to submit your taxes with your application. You can bring them to the interview.
Okay. Next we have Sandra who says, when a boss files for you, how long will it usually take?
Depends where you're from, Sandra. So if you're doing a job sponsorship and you're qualified for 245I or provisional waiver, or you're here in legal status, or you are in another country and you are not from India, Philippines, Mexico, or China. China. Okay? It's a year and a half. Skilled,
right, no problem.
unskilled.
Okay.
But if you're from one of those 4 countries, it could be longer.
All right, Squeeze.
Okay, let's do this one. If your dad is a U.S. citizen, how long does it take for him to file for his 40-year-old daughter?
Single, 7 to 8 years.
For a 4-year-old?
40.
4 or 40?
40.
Oh.
7 to 8 years, 7 to 9 years.
Okay, all right. Tisha.
You know, my daughter should know. I'm on the radio. I just went to. That was the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life.
What are you doing?
That's the dumbest thing. I know she just hung the phone up and she just realized. But did you just see? I just went like this.
My God.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah. And I know this person.
Yes.
And
okay.
This is all wrong.
Yeah.
Do you know where I can get a working permit? I got a job on visiting visa, and I really would like to stay here and work.
How do you get a working permit? I don't know. Make an appointment to come see me. There's lots of different odd ways to do it.
Tisha, basically, you need to go into the office and figure out what your options are, because if you're on a visiting visa, you're not supposed to be working. That's what Brad's really saying.
Exactly right. So if you're working on a visitor's visa, you've already violated your status and you got big problems. Number two, the how do I solve my immigration problem question? They ask in 100 different ways. How do I get a work permit? How do I get a green card? It's all asking the same thing. How do I solve my immigration problem? That really requires a consultation.
There you go.
Right.
All right. My friend got married in July last year. He got his work permit. How long will it take for him to get an interview for his green card?
So much for 2-2.
Oh, that was 2?
That was 3.
What was the last question? All right, so let it go. We're going to go 2-3 then, obviously.
Sorry about
That's
that.
fine. That's
All
fine.
right,
Go
so
ahead.
what was your last question?
Okay, my friend got married in July last year. He got his work permit. How long will it take for him to get an interview for his green card?
It should take 6 months, but right now it's taking 9-10 months, unfortunately.
Okay, all right.
SMG?
This person's wife filed an I-130, I-485, and the work permit. They got the work permit, and they're working now. The problem is that they say the case is scheduled for an interview from September 2016, and they still haven't heard back from them. The records are very clean, and all work is legal.
They had the interview, or they filed, they had the interview in September 2016, or they filed?
The case is scheduled for interview from September of 2016, and they still haven't heard back from them.
Wait. Did they have an interview in September of 2016?
I'm just reading it verbatim.
I don't know how it could be scheduled in the past. So either it was filed in September 2016, and then, you're going to wait till the spring or summer. If you had an interview in September 2016 and you went in and everything's good and clean and you haven't heard, then you should be calling me.
All right, 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-LawLink. Give them a call. Next, we have Darshana, who says she's on an F1 OPT. What are other options that she has to get a green card except to go through the H-1B, besides going through the H-1B?
Family sponsorship, extraordinary ability sponsorship, investment sponsorship, H-1B, which would be a work visa.
There are tons of. Give us a call, Darshana.
It's the question is, how do I get a green card question again? I don't know. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I do know, but you know, I can't. It's such a broad. No, it's such a broad question.
It would take too long.
It's not even too long. I don't know enough about her context and where she is and what she's doing to advise.
All right, Squeeze.
Okay, a mother filed for a daughter, 2006 it was. Okay, mother is a citizen. How long will it take to come through?
2006 or 16?
2006.
2006, you should have a green card already. Right?
Make sure you make an appointment.
Wait. Maybe I'm completely confused, but I believe they're in 2007 or 2009 or whatever. That doesn't sound right to me. That doesn't
mother
sound...
filed for daughter, 2006, mother is citizen. How long?
Yeah, they're in 2010. I knew that didn't sound right to me.
Well,
she should have a green card 5 years ago, unless the daughter is a U.S. citizen, is married. Because if the daughter's married, then you're about a year away. If you're not married, you should have had it already.
Okay. If my daughter is an American and I want to open an account, we're not living together in America. She's underage. How do I go about doing that?
Open an account for your daughter or for yourself?
She wants to open an account.
She can. Go to any bank and just open it. As long as it's not, what I would advise people is just don't have interest-bearing accounts and then you don't have any tax implications.
Oh,
Chase Bank will open an account. You show an ID, they'll open a checking account.
Mm-hmm.
Keep a whatever their balance is. At Citibank, I'm sure will do the same thing.
And you won't get charged.
And you won't get charged. And don't do an interest-bearing so you don't have tax issues.
Okay.
Next, we have Aya, who says, do you... Oh, no, we actually answered that one already. I answered that for them. We have... Sorry about that. There's, once again, a lot of comments. Angela here, who says, I was deported from the USA in 1992 after serving time for a drug-related matter. While doing time, I went before the INS judge, and he found me not deportable. My INS detainer was lifted. I was released to a halfway house for 6 months. After being on the road for a year, I was picked up on my job one day and told that the government appealed my case and won, so now I was deportable. The only way I could stay in the U.S. is I would have to be an informer. I refused to do this, and the following day I was deported to Jamaica. I have children that was born in the U.S. Most of my family are citizens. At the time, I was a green card holder. I'm a business owner in Jamaica. Is there any way for me to get to a visa to travel back and forth to the U.S.?
Well,
it's over 20 years now.
You can try to get a tourist visa with a waiver or something like that. But I think somebody should take a look at your records because I don't know how you weren't given notice that you lost your appeal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Happened. It just sounds too strange. But you know what? Let's just go to Rose quickly. She's been waiting a long time. Rose.
Yes, I am.
How are you?
I'm good.
What's up?
Well, I need some answers. My question is, I came here on the hotel program, and I overstay my time here. I did not go back home to Jamaica. I have relatives in Canada who would want me to go to Canada. Can they file for me from Canada and I left from here to go there? I have to go back to Jamaica in order to go to Canada.
I don't know enough about Canada, but certainly your relatives can file for you in Canada. I would assume you can go to the U.S. Embassy, the Canadian Embassy here in the United States and get whatever visa you require. But I'm not an expert in Canadian immigration law.
Yeah, but
So the answer is I don't know. I don't know Canadian immigration law. That's the answer. But, okay. So I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Let's go to Tamara. One last call, and then we're going to go to Squeeze. Tamara?
Hey, yes? Hello?
Yes.
I have a question. So my fiance came up here on a visiting visa, but we got married up here.
Mm-hmm.
I am currently a green card holder, so I was wondering how would I go about filing for him?
File the I-130. How long have you been a green card holder?
Next month will be 2 years.
Okay. File an I-130 for him. And hopefully he doesn't overstay. He goes home. It'll be about a year and a half.
He overstayed already.
All right. So if he overstayed, file the I-130 anyway. Get him in the system. And in about 2 years, he's going to do a provisional waiver, go home, and come back.
Oh, okay.
All right. And if you need help, I think you will. Hold on 1 second. All right, Squeeze. It's all you.
All right. Once again, folks, something that we have not asked you enough this hour to do is actually to share. So far, only 25 people have shared on my Facebook page. I need to have at least 75 people share every single time we do the show. Minimum. As a matter of fact, a minimum of 100. So I want everyone on my Facebook page, David Squeeze Annakie, do me a huge favor. Share the link with everybody you know and ask them to share it with everyone that they know. So this show becomes viral.
You know what? You
David
know what?
Squeeze
You know what little Nikki said to me? I said it wouldn't be fair, but this is what she said to me. Little Nikki said, if they don't share, you don't answer their question. I go, that's very tit for tat.
I say we should answer.
I said that's very.
We'll
I said
answer the
I
people who
said
share. We'll answer the people who share first.
I said that's very tit for tat. I don't know if that's nice. And she goes, no, you got to be tough. You got to be tough. Make people share.
All right. So here are my questions.
Now little Nikki goes, oh, you're gonna make everybody hate me. She didn't really say that.
My niece is 22. She married a U.S. citizen who is 46. Would the age difference pose a problem for her getting a green card?
As long as it's a real relationship, no. I mean, I know plenty of people who date people not in their age group, and it's totally a legitimate relationship.
Okay. Someone wants to know if they are being filed for, will the current DT administration affect their paperwork?
It depends if they have criminal records or been arrested. Yes. If not, no.
Okay. Can a I-130 filed and proved 20 years ago be appealed? The petitioner died. The person
can't be appealed, but you can. It can't be appealed, but you can certainly do a humanitarian waiver to revive it.
Okay. If a dad is a U.S. citizen, how long does it take for him to file for his child? She's 40 years old, while she's in the States. We got a similar question to that earlier.
Yeah, we already answered that. 7 to 9 years, and you need provisional waivers. It's a whole mess, and you should come and see me.
Okay. Can I apply for my niece in Jamaica? I want to file for her without.
No niece filing. No niece filing.
Okay.
You can adopt nieces if they're orphans and they're under 16, but no niece filing.
I have a few.
Good afternoon. Quick, last one. Good afternoon. I have been in the U.S. for 14 years. I have a Social Security number. I come on a work program. I'm working and paying my taxes. I never got married. I don't have anyone to sponsor me. What can I do?
That's the how do you get a green card question. They need a consultation.
I lied. Where's the best place to get married if you're
this guy? I lied.
In America, Jamaica or America?
He said last one, then he goes, I lied.
I didn't even catch it then. The best place? Well, if you want a destination wedding, I would get married in Jamaica. There's plenty of beautiful event halls here in America too. I believe the marriage certificate is as valid in New York and Jamaica. It's whatever is your fancy.
Kimberly says, if you came to the USA from Colombia with someone else's visa, can you apply for a student visa in the U.S. if you have been
on somebody else's visa? No, you committed fraud. So
but can you reapply for a student visa?
No, you committed fraud. You need help. Come see me.
1-800-529-5465.
That's like the question. By the way, I did something wrong, and can I just fill out a form to fix it? No, there's no such thing as fill out a form to fix it after you did something wrong.
You got to go back.
You need a lawyer.
Christopher says, can I mail my documents, or do I have to take them in? I'm a client. He's a client with us.
Mail them. You can mail them to me.
225 Broadway, 5th floor, New York.
He knows the address if he's a client.
Cool. Just letting everybody else know,
Okay.
just in case they want to come pay us a visit. Carlos, our ambassador from DR, says, Brad, can a brother that's an American citizen or sister sponsor their younger brother and sister? One is 3 years old and the other is 10 years old. And how long does it take?
It's going to take 10, 12 years, but conceivably, yes.
Right.
What would be probably better is for the U.S. citizen brother to file for the parent. Let the parent come up to the United States. This is normally how it is done. And the parent is a permanent resident and then could turn around and file for the children in 2 years rather than 10 to 14 years.
Nice. Much
better.
That
would be the faster. That's generally how it's done. So you never really see brothers filing for 3-year-olds because it would always be the parent. It's much faster.
Yeah.
I had something to say and now I forgot. But I've said so much.
Yeah.
We'll continue.
Probably come back anyway.
It'll come back anyway.
Aya says, if you are in removal proceedings for overstaying and then were released, then got arrested and got probation, and you completed that, could you be arrested by ICE if you file the I-130 at the interview?
You're not filing an I-130 at the interview. You have some sort of arrest record. Under Donald Trump, you should be very weary of arrest records and filing anything with immigration. You should be coming to see me.
All right. Maureen says, can a sister file for a brother or a sister?
Of course.
We just went over that.
Squeeze?
I got a problem here, man. I just went up to 68 shares and then my phone died.
All right, I have a problem because I didn't even reach anywhere near those shares.
I think we're at 40 right now.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're at 50.
Yeah,
we're at 50 shares.
But Squeeze said we needed 75 shares.
Yeah, we're at 50
or it's not
right
worth
now.
it. He said, you don't get 75 shares, it ain't worth doing the show.
Well, let's finish these questions and then we'll get the shares
All right,
going.
Let me apologize to everyone. My thing just ended.
Titania says she filed for her husband, but he was denied a visa. Does she need a lawyer to appeal, or can she do it herself?
I would not appeal anything without a lawyer.
So you should definitely give us a call, 1-800-529-5465.
And by the way, appeals are always based on the law, not facts. So unless you're a lawyer, you wouldn't know what all the laws are.
All right, we're going to go to YouTube now. We have a couple questions on here.
Sure.
Archimedes says, hi, awesome name. Hi, I was deported in 1990 for pleading guilty to drugs. In 2005, I vacated the conviction. My question is, I am married to an American citizen. Can she sponsor me? I live in DR.
You vacated the conviction or got an expungement, and it depends on why it was vacated, number one. Number two, it depends if there was a sale component, a trafficking component. So we would need to review all those records, because even if it was vacated, they could say, well, you're a suspected drug trafficker, past, present, future, deny you anyway. If it was vacated based on some sort of post-relief, like you're a good guy for 10 years and now we'll vacate it situation, it's still a conviction for immigration purposes. If it was vacated because they actually violate your constitutional rights, that's a different story. Then that conviction doesn't count for immigration. So we have to see what the reasons behind vacating was.
All right. Honey says, after filing together and doing the biometrics in November last year to get the permanent green card, how long is the wait to get the permanent card? And when will they call for an interview if needed?
Say that again?
I was trying to say it fast because we're running out of time. After filing together and doing the biometrics in November last year to get the permanent green card, how long is the wait to get one? And when will they call for an interview?
6 more months. And I just want to say, I saw Marina. I don't know how she can shovel snow and be on Facebook at the same time, but that's really wonderful, Marina, that you're able to do both at the same time. She's one of our attorneys stuck up in the snow in Connecticut. We have to say goodbye. Squeeze has to say goodbye. Squeeze needs some sleep. I need to do some work. Everybody, please share this link with everybody. Tell your friends and family about this show. And, of course, subscribe, follow, because then you're going to know when Little Nicky is on. You're going to know when SMG is on. You're going to know when Squeeze is on. You're going to know when I'm on. And you can only do that by following, subscribing, and, of course, sharing with your friends and family. We got to go. Thank you all for listening. We're going to be back live tomorrow at 9 a.m. Squeeze is going to be fully rested. Maybe he'll take a nap on his hammock on the beach while we're in the snow. We'll see you all tomorrow.
The proceeding was informational only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar Bernstein law firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easily remembered, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LawLink. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And, of course, link up with the law offices of Spar Bernstein located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LawLink. That's 1-800-529-5465. And once again, thank you all.